Uttam. And that is wonderful. All right, right now to talk about a subject which is, well, not very happy, even though it is Diwali. It's our old friend Nandakumar Pawar Sahab. Nandakumar Pawar Sahab, namaskar.
Namaskar and happy Diwali to both of you and all of us.
Thank you. Wish you the
Happy
same
Diwali
to
to
you
you
and
too,
your family.
sir. From the entire team at Nation Now, happy Diwali to you, Nandakumar Pawar Sahab.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, now, in spite of everything pointing to the contrary, in spite of all the evidence pointing to the fact that the stone crushers are destroying the entire environment and the ecology of all the hills in and around Ambernath, they are still working with political patronage. Is that correct, sir? Nandakumar Pawar, sir?
Can't hear you.
Pawar sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can.
So, in spite of all the evidence pointing to how the ecology of the entire area has been disturbed and destroyed, the stone crushers are still working with impunity. Is that correct, sir?
Absolutely correct. The video itself tells the story, what is the ground reality is.
Yes.
Normally there are certain norms by the CPCB, MPCB to be followed by every crusher operator or stone quarry operator. As per CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board, the stone quarries can be operated inside 100 meters from the human habitation. Okay, provided there should not be any blasting. Whenever there is a blasting, the distance has to be maintained up to 500 meters from the human habitation. Here in this instance, the stone quarry crusher which is being operated here in the Kopresi Wadi, Taluka Ambernath, district THANE, day and night, okay, at the cost of local people's life and their health. And it has been continued from 2007 relentlessly without being bothering about the law and order. And it's being operated in the remote area where there is no absolute control. So my question to the local tehsildar, how this quarry has been permitted, how the stone quarry crusher has been permitted to operate hardly 110 meters away from the human habitation. This is very sad and very bad. This is gross violation of every law in the country, I would say.
You know, Nandakumar, Pawar Sahab, we can see on the footage just prakar se pollution. We can see the smog, how the smoke and all the dust is piling up and going towards the sky. And you say this is close to residential areas. Can you just briefly explain to us how is this stone crushing machine working? Because is it going into the hill and pulling out stones and crushing the stones there only? What is the procedure adopted there? Or the trucks are getting the stones and putting into the crusher? How is it operating, the stone crushing machines?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, whenever there is a blasting is involved in the stone operating, quarry operating issue, there has to be minimum distance, at least 500 meter distance to be maintained. Okay, that is the guideline given by the NGT in 2020 by expert committee constituted by the NGT, that the certain distance has to be maintained, and there should not be any disturbance to the local residents. What is happening on the ground? The local resident, which is Adivasi, there is a Kopresi Wadi. All residents have developed their huge cracks in their walls. All villages have been covered with the dust. And you go around the village, you will see the how people are living in miserable condition. This is for what? What is their crime? I'm asking. This is not only the human right abuse and the environment degradation. Also, this is damaging the entire ecology in the area, as sir have said. The entire peripheral water streams and there's a river also which only originate from that forest itself, which go to meet to the Ullas river after some distance. That also getting affected because even the rice paddies and the local fruits are being affected. There is no proper yield because position of pollution and the silt on the every vegetation around this area. Not only that, but also there is a reserve forest just adjacent to that quarry. In fact, the quarry has been encroach into the adjacent forest. So that is also impacting badly. But nobody bothers. And let me tell you something that the local MLA, Mr. Kisan Katore, also raised this issue in Vidhan Sabha and Lakshya Vedi to drag attention of the government to this very quarry. But nothing has happened. There are repeated complaints have been filed by the local Adivasi, the local residents, to stop this quarry, which is violation and impacting the lives of the people. But nobody bothers. Nobody wants to listen anything.
So
What collectors doing?
who owns the quarry?
This quarry owned by the very famous builder in that area called Panvelkar Group. Okay, it's a reputed builder, so-called reputed builder. I don't know how we can afford to violate this very norms at the cost of local people's lives. This is not acceptable. And let me tell you from your source that if quarry doesn't get stopped, I will go to the court, NGT, for this, because cannot be tolerated. This is not acceptable.
No, do they have to have some permissions, Paul साहब? Because आप कुछ भी business करते हो, आप environment को destroy कर रहे हो. There's so many government agencies involved to give clearance. क्या ये builder ने जो quarry चालू कर दिया है, क्या कोई permissions उन्होंने इस्तेमाल कर दिया है? Some permissions है उसके पास?
परमिशन अगर होंगे भी तो परमिशन का वेरीफाई करना उनका काम है, अथॉरिटी का काम है, एमपीसीबी का काम है, तहसीलदार का काम है, कलेक्टर का काम है, फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट का काम है कि काम सही तरीके से हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. ये क्वारी ऐसी है सर कि ये कैनॉट बी परमिटेड ऑफिशियली, कैनॉट बी परमिटेड, नॉट अलाउड टू ऑपरेट इनसाइड द 110 मीटर फ्रॉम द ह्यूमन हैबिटेशन, कैनॉट बी. व्हाट अथॉरिटी इज डूइंग?
But you said this has been going on since 2007. 2007 से लेकर के अभी तक चल रहा है, पिछले 16 साल से. और 16 बरस से जो वहां के आदिवासी हैं इस नरक में रह रहे हैं. कहने का मतलब ये हुआ.
बिल्कुल सर.
तो मतलब के वहां तो हेल्थ को लेकर के they must be having lots of pulmonary diseases, lots and lots of cardiac related problems, lung related problems with regard to tuberculosis, silicosis. ये सब होता होगा वहां पे, इसका मतलब?
Absolutely, there exists huge number of this kind of problems, health related issues are there, but nobody want to do anything on that front. It's very sad actually.
Why? Because they are tribals, is it? Because they are tribals and they're not a very organized and strong group. Is that it?
Exactly, that is the issue. They are not organized. They are not money or muscle power to fight this battle. And the builder is dominating even the authorities, and everybody is silent on that issue.
Nandakumar Paul sahab, what we are seeing is blast happening and the dust rising from the ground and polluting the entire area out there. जो खुलेआम दिख रहा है किस प्रकार से blast हो रहा है और पूरे dust जिस प्रकार से पूरे environment को खराब कर रहा है. मुंबई में ये problem था, तो I think the government took a decision that जो rules है उसको follow कीजिए. अगर बिल्डिंग आप रिपेयर कर रहे हो, कंस्ट्रक्ट कर रहे हो, यू हैव टू एनक्लोज द एंटायर एरिया. आपको पूरे एरिया को एनक्लोज करना पड़ेगा ताकि डस्ट बाहर नहीं जाए. नाउ ये रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट, इज देयर, मगर ये तो खुलेआम और बोलता है कि वो मिनिमम स्पेस भी आपने रखा है, डिस्टेंस ना रखकर खुले आम विदाउट एनी कवर यू आर ब्लास्टिंग एंड सी द डस्ट कमिंग आउट देयर. तो प्राइमा फेशी देखने से मालूम पड़ रहा है कि टोटली इलीगल है, total illegal. So suo moto cognizance has to be taken by the agencies who are monitoring this. So which are the agencies supposed to be monitoring this, Nandakumar ji?
The agency is supposed to be the MPCB, CPCB, the forest department, okay, the local tehsildar, local collector, okay, THANE collector is supposed to be look into this matter. And thankfully, let me tell you something about the pollution issue in Mumbai. We had been to Bombay High Court yesterday. And you must be aware of the fact that the court itself has taken so moto cognizance of the pollution which is happening in the city. Something which is not expected, that Mumbai has reached to one of the second most polluted city in the world, which we Mumbaikar don't like to hear something like that. But this is the actual situation actually. There are basic norms to be complied with, okay. And thankfully the court has appointed expert committee comprises of 3 members, that one is from the NEERI, that is National Environment Engineering Research Institution, and one is from IIT Bombay, and third one is from the Forest Secretary, retired Forest Secretary. This three-member committee will monitor pollution level on day-to-day basis, and they will report to the committee. And committee they will submit their report on weekly basis to the court as to the scale of the violation, and the steps are taken, the measures are taken to combat this kind of situation. There are certain norms, okay, they have set up by the committee that will be come up within a few days. The hearing was conducted from 2:30 to 6 o'clock. Throughout the time we were there in the court, and we heard it patiently, and let's say some good thing will come out of it.
But the only thing is, Nandakumar Pawar Sahab, we were expecting that the court would take strict action against all the construction sites and at least ban construction for a period of 10 or 15 days. That has not happened. Only thing that has happened is that the debris should be carried in covered trucks and all that. Usse kya hone wala hai, sir? I hope the courts actually take some action. Do you think the courts will take some action? Nandakumar Pawar Sahab?
Court has to take some action because there is no alternative. Okay, these kind of measures won't help actually. Covering the debris with the curtains.
No, that has got. उससे क्या होने वाला है सर? क्या बात कर रहे हैं? मतलब अभी देखिए ना.
Nothing much will happen.
अभी देखिए साहब, कोस्टल रोड बन रही है. उसके अलावा वहाँ पे मेट्रो की अंडरग्राउंड मेट्रो बन रही है, ओवरग्राउंड मेट्रो बन रही है, फ्लाईओवर्स बन रहे हैं, अब सारी बिल्डिंग्स बन रही हैं. मतलब जिस एरिया में भी आप जाएं वहाँ पर आपको सिर्फ कंस्ट्रक्शन दिखती है एंड यू आर ग्रीटेड बाय डस्ट क्लाउड. मतलब ये क्या है? एंड देन अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, old buildings are being repaired हर जगह पे. They create their own dust. So what is going on? I mean, this is all completely and totally going out of control. Nandakumar Pawar sir.
Absolutely, this is, I always keep on saying that government policies are very very effective factor actually to decide the level of pollution, decide the lives of the citizens. Okay, the government nowadays they are focusing on the redevelopment of the project. You see everywhere the old buildings are being demolished,
yes,
and the new building towers are coming up with extra FSI, which is not acceptable. The city like Mumbai, which is already polluted, already overpopulated, and the vehicular traffic also huge in the world. So some kind of control has to restrict vehicles in the city. We have to restrict the redevelopment projects, because this is not something we expect to live in a city like Mumbai.
नंदकुमार जी, दिल्ली में जब पोल्यूशन होता है, वी नो कि farm fires is a problem, stubble burning is a problem, and because of that the entire northwest area, northern area is always दिल्ली हो गए, यूपी हो गए, हरियाणा हो गए. तो everybody, यहाँ पर आप, what is the problem where Mumbai is concerned? Why is the pollution, I said, second most polluted city in the world? What are the main reasons? Because यहाँ पर stubble burning तो होता नहीं है, farm fires तो है नहीं. So what is still polluting the entire atmosphere out here in Mumbai?
Yeah, exactly. It's a good question actually. I just now mentioned about the redevelopment projects which are happening throughout the Mumbai. You go anywhere, any corner of the Mumbai, you see the redevelopment projects are coming up. And there are quarries, okay. A huge number of quarries are being operated in Pantan. And recently, you know that Uran city is supposed to be the most polluted city in India. It's followed by Nerul now. Kharghar, Nerul also not behind that. So these are all because of the Navi Mumbai airport, where the continuous blasting is happening. The mud and the mountains are being flattened. Blasting are continuous. Apart from blasting, there are various infrastructure development projects are going on. The bridges, the roads are being constructed. And there are continuous traffic of the dumpers with carrying debris, mud and everything that fall on the road continuously and causes huge dust particles spread in the atmosphere. And thankfully, every time nature comes to our rescue. Okay, 2 days back we had good amount of rain, and that's some kind of remedy for the dust to settle down for some time. But after all, we are always rely upon the nature and not the government. This is very sad to say.
बट एकनाथ शिंदे जी ने इमरजेंसी मीटिंग में कहा था कि 1000 वाटर टैंकर पूरे मुंबई रोड्स में जाएगा और फ्लश द वाटर to keep the dust in control. That is what Eknath Shinde ji said. और उन्होंने कहा कि और भी हम लोग सब बैठ के तय करेंगे कैसे एनवायरमेंट पोल्यूशन को कंट्रोल किया जाए। आदित्य ठाकरे आलोचना करने लगे कि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट दिस गवर्नमेंट शुड बी डूइंग बट दे आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग। तो ये क्या ये 1000 वाटर टैंकर रोड पे जाने से डस्ट पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे पवार साहब?
देखिए सर, बेसिक बात जो है कि हम पहले जख्म करते हैं, हाँ, पहले घायल करते हैं और फिर मलहम पट्टी करने की कोशिश करते हैं। अब घायल ही मत करो ना। आपको ही डेवलपमेंट के प्रोजेक्ट, डेवलपमेंट जो जिस तरह के चल रहे हैं, उनको कहीं ना कहीं रोक लाने की जरूरत है। आप कितने भी रेमेडीज लाओ, कर्टन्स लगाओ या फिर डेब्रिस कवर करके लेके जाओ, पोल्यूशन तो होने वाला ही है। ये काम आप कम करो,
लेकिन नंद कुमार पवार साहब,
इसके ऊपर कुछ कंट्रोल लाओ।
नंद कुमार पवार साहब, ये तो बहुत पुरानी प्रथा है मुंबई में, आपको तो याद होगा। बहुत पहले these water tankers used to go all around South Mumbai during the summer time, and they used to pour water on the road to cool down the road and to get rid of the pollution. This is a very old thing, and it was stopped, if you remember, during the 90s because of lack of water. पानी नहीं था। अब 1000 टैंकर का पानी आप कहाँ से लाएंगे? कितनी देर करेंगे उसको? आप हर रोज करेंगे क्या? मतलब where will the water come from? ये तो बताइए सर। एक तरफ बोलते हैं वाटर स्कैर्सिटी है और उसके ऊपर अब आप 1000 टैंकर से क्या होने वाला है पूरी मुंबई शहर का? सर नंद कुमार पवार साहब बताएं।
हाँ, यही बात है ना। एक और नया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इससे मिल जाएगा तो टैंकर्स माफिया को या पानी वालों को जो पानी सप्लाई करते हैं उनके लिए एक जरिया खुल जाएगा इनकम का। हाँ, अभी सीएम ने सोचना चाहिए ना कि ये सब रेमेडी खाली दिखा हुआ है, इससे कुछ नहीं होने वाला। पानी की स्कैर्सिटी है, ये टाइम बारिश भी कम हुआ है मुंबई, हालांकि ठीक बारिश हुआ है, लेकिन मुंबई छोड़ के बाकी इलाकों में बारिश नहीं हुआ है भी नहीं। तो पानी कहाँ से लाओगे आप?
Almost 20 to 30%.
गर्मी इतनी बढ़ रही है अभी। नाउ वी आर नवंबर, विंटर स्टार्टेड ऑलरेडी। अभी गर्मी इतनी बढ़ गई है। अभी आप सोचो कि फरवरी, अप्रैल, मई में क्या परिस्थिति होने वाली है, इसके बारे में हम अंदाज क्यों नहीं लगाते? हमको जब प्यास लगती है तब हम कुआं खोदने जाते हैं क्या? That kind of mindset on the part of government and
sir, all of you, मैं आप सब लोगों को क्रेडिट देना चाहता हूँ, मैं और प्रदीप जी दोनों। जैसे आप हो गए नंद कुमार पवार साहब, हमारे रोहित जोशी हो गए थाने में, स्टालिन दयानंद साहब हो गए, BNK कुमार हो गए, जोरू बथेना हो गए, और इसी प्रकार अलग अलग जितने भी लोग एनवायरनमेंट के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, हमारे अफरोज शाह साहब हो गए, सब लोगों ने बहुत ज़बरदस्त काम किया है। आप सब लोगों ने ये वार्निंग दी थी, अभी नहीं, बहुत साल पहले, 4 के 5 साल पहले। मुझे याद है जब चेंबूर में हम आप ही के साथ मिले थे, वेयर दैट लवली फॉरेस्ट वाज सॉट टू बी डिस्ट्रॉयड, वी वर देयर विद यू। देयर इज दैट, अभी वो है कि नहीं है सर? वो इज दैट फॉरेस्ट स्टिल देयर बाय द वे?
सर, फॉरेस्ट इज देयर बट मैंग्रोव्स हैव ऑलमोस्ट लॉस्ट, बिकॉज़ वाटर इज स्टिल स्टैग्नेंट, देयर आर ब्लॉकेजेस। That is gradually everything.
That's because you were pointing out how all the debris is being poured into all the mangroves at that time. मैं सर ये मैं अपने दर्शकों को याद दिला दूं, ये नंद कुमार पवार साहब ने 5 साल पहले बोला था कि जिस तरीके से आप अपने पूरे वेटलैंड डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, मड फ्लड्स डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, मैंग्रोव्स डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, पेड़ों को काट रहे हैं, ना जाने कितने लाख पेड़ तो अभी तक काट चुके हैं। और उसके बाद फिर जब हमें गर्मी लगती है, सांस नहीं आता, तब हम कहते हैं कि यार ये क्या हो गया। नंद कुमार पवार साहब, अब ये इशू जो है, मेरा ये मानना है, ये विषय जो है, ये सिर्फ एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट का नहीं है, ये पूरे शहर का है। देश के जितने भी लोग हैं उन सब का है, सभी देशवासियों का है, वेरी फ्रैंकली। अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोगों को सड़क पे आना पड़ेगा ये कहने के लिए कि हमारी हवा पानी को छोड़ दो भाई, हमारी हवा को प्रदूषित करना बंद कर दीजिए। आपको लगता नहीं है कि कोई ऐसी मूवमेंट शुरू होनी चाहिए नंद कुमार पवार साहब?
सर, मूवमेंट तो शुरू होनी ही चाहिए, क्योंकि अभी तो काफी मतलब देर हो रही है एक्चुअली इस सब मूवमेंट में, क्योंकि कोई सुधरने का नाम तो नहीं ले रहा है
जी।
हर एक पैसा, हर एक को पैसा बनाना है। गवर्नमेंट का कोई भी ऑफिसर हो या फिर मिनिस्टर हो, इसको कुछ नहीं पड़ी है, क्योंकि हमें आफ्टर ऑल यही स्थिति में रहना है, यही पोल्यूटेड स्थिति में रहना है। तो हमारा सबका ये दायित्व बनता है कि हम हर अपने इंडिविजुअल तरीके से इसमें कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट करें, ताकि कम से कम हवा तो शुद्ध मिले हमें। लेकिन इस दिशा में कोई प्रयास करने की किसी की मानसिकता नहीं दिखाई देती है। ये सबसे बड़ी दुख की बात है। और हमेशा मैं यही कहता हूँ कि गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज प्रायोरिटीज इस बात पे निर्भर करता है कि शहर को खत्म करना या फिर जो रह रहे सिटीजन उनको खत्म करना है इस शहर से।
नंद कुमार जी, गवर्नमेंट एस्टिमेट्स रिपोर्ट है 50,000 टन्स ऑफ प्लास्टिक वेस्ट इन सिटीज मैंग्रोव्स, स्पेशली वुडन। आप जैसे डिवोटेड एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट खुद जाके फिजिकली प्लास्टिक और वेस्ट को वहां से निकाल रहे मैंग्रोव से, मगर इफ द क्वांटिटी सो ह्यूज 50,000 टन्स, तो इसका सॉल्यूशन, वेयर डज द सॉल्यूशन लाई? कलेक्टिवली एवरीबॉडी इज रिस्पांसिबल बिकॉज दिस डिस्ट्रक्शन इज मैसिव, इट्स ह्यूज। 50,000 टन क्या बोलते हैं? और हम लोग यही देखते हैं कि आप जैसे कमिटेड एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट खुद ग्लव्स डाल के आप जाके फिजिकली ऑल दिस वेस्ट मैंग्रोव से निकाल रहे हो। इट रिक्वायर्स अ ह्यूज एफर्ट फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट। क्या कुछ एफर्ट हो रहा है सरकार की तरफ से, या फिर रिपोर्ट बना के बस रखे हैं?
They are not that serious about the mangroves and the ecology to be maintained in healthy status. We always ready to extend our helping hand to the government. Okay, we are doing ourselves what government supposed to do. You know, we carry out the cleanup drive on regular basis from 2007. There are tons of garbage we ourselves have removed. We at Vanashakti, at Sri Kirai Pratishthan, the local fishing community, because we are concerned about the mangroves. The mangroves are essentially the spawning and breeding area for the fish. When the trash, plastic trash which is deposited on the mangrove area, the fishing fields are getting destroyed. And when fishing fields are destroyed, how will get the catch? So that is our concern. And it is concern of every citizen actually. The mangroves are very important natural stuff which God has gifted us to people like people who are living in the city like Mumbai, which is a coastal city. Mangroves are very crucial. But what we are doing about it? Nobody bothers.
But sir, a Switzerland-based survey on the most polluted cities in the world has shown that Mumbai is the second most polluted city in the world after Lahore. Lahore is number one. After that, we are number two. Isn't that a shame? I mean, मतलब लोगों को शर्म भी नहीं आती है कि हम लोगों का नाम ऐसे लिस्ट में आता है?
Absolutely shame.
मतलब ये क्या है सर, ये बताएं ना, मतलब क्या? As you said, we are a coastal city. इतना बड़ा समंदर है, मुंबई से लेकर के अफ्रीका के कोस्ट तक कोई बिल्डिंग नहीं है साथ, ठीक है? कोई बिल्डिंग एक्टिविटी नहीं है, समंदर है सर। तो पोल्यूशन तो होनी नहीं चाहिए मुंबई शुड बी अ पैराडाइज। व्हाट हैव वी डन? बताएं नंद कुमार पवार साहब, प्लीज।
Exactly, Mumbai is a coastal city, and we are being a Mumbaiker really proud of it. Okay, the coasts are being completely exploited for the development. Okay, the coastal norms, the coastal regulation zone, that is CRZ notification, which is supposed to be protect the coast, we control the development on the coast. But what is happening about the CRZ? You know, CRZ came into force in 1991. And ever since, from last 25 years, it has been amended, diluted 25 times, always in the favor of construction being allowed on the coast. And the coast being ecological sensitive area, we don't bother about that. Okay, you are talking about the Uran. Okay, Uran is supposed to be the most sensitive area in terms of being closer to the Arabian Sea, close to the Arabian Sea. And all ecology has been changed because of the relaxation and dilution of CRZ notification. It was earlier 500 meters, there is no any development or construction allowed. Slowly, gradually 500 meters become 200, then 100 meters, now the 50 meters. Now the government has such a mindset that they want to abolish CRZ notification. What will remain then? And sir, let me tell you one fact now about the Navi Mumbai Uran Taluka. The CZMP maps, that is called cadastral map, supposed to be prepared by the local authority. Okay, from 1991 it should have been prepared. As of now, there is no agency has been recruited to do this job, although this is mandatory job on the local authority to fix a high tide line, because this is ecological sensitive area. The CRZ and high tide line is very important to protect coast. but there is no mandatory job has been done by the authority. What to say? And the matter is already in the court. The Pandey issue, all these smaller issues are related to that bigger issue, Pandey issue itself. And soon there will be one major decision will come from the court, hopefully, with the Bombay High Court.
Nanda Kumar ji, ये उरन के बात है. You're talking about Uran. Now you're talking about the garbage and waste on the mangroves, and this is thousands and thousands of tons. Now, what should the government be doing exactly? Can the STPs alone help? Treatment? How do you control garbage? How is the garbage mixing along with the sewage and going into the mangroves? Because it's, as you said, Uran, and the entire place is so ecologically sensitive. If you are filling the whole place with garbage and plastic and tons of that, we are looking towards a total disaster to the entire three regions in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Thane. Now, what do you think the steps the government should take? STPs or nets? Or no, you're saying some simple solutions also earlier. Nandakumar ji.
See, as far as STPs are concerned, they are not in sufficient amount actually of being operational. But the government is somewhat serious about setting up new STP plants to cope up the requirement of the city. They are doing it to some extent, but there is no absolutely any control on the amount of trash, biodegradable trash that is drained from the city into the mangrove area. There is no control. There are open drain system along the eastern express highway. You see there are many outlets through which there are tons of garbage, plastic trash and hazardous material being drained and flow continuously into the mangrove area. There is no control on that. We keep writing, we keep requesting continuously to MPCB and the BMC to take seriously cognizance to stop this waste going into the mangrove area. Install some very simple solution we have already given to install nets to stop trash going into the mangrove area. But they are not interested in effective simple solution. They being what you call very rich corporation, Mumbai corporation supposed to be a rich corporation in India. They are not interested in simple solution, effective solution. Simply because if you install the net, no trash can go into the mangrove area. The trash can be collected very conveniently and transported to the area where they can be treated scientifically. But
Nandakumar Pawar Sahab, you must come up with a more expensive solution.
Yes, because we have more money to spend. No?
Yes. If you come up with a very expensive solution, it will be passed immediately. This net solution is very inexpensive and very effective. इसमें किसका क्या बनेगा सर?
Exactly. That is concern of everybody actually what they'll get out of any new project that's coming up, because they're only interested in that.
I can only hope we survive, because already the Honorable Court has given permission to burst firecrackers between 7 and 10. But where I stay, they burst them all night. So I hope we survive. But wishing you a very, very happy Diwali, sir. All the very best to you.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
And the way you have been working is absolutely amazing. It is magnificent. Keep up the good work.
You,
Keep up the good work, sir. We are all with you. Nandakumar Pawar sahab, namaskar. Diwali ki shubhkamnaएं.
Thank you so much, sir, for opportunity and given platform to highlight the issue concern to all citizens of Mumbai, Navi Mumbai and Thane.
Jai Hind, sir. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Jai Hind, sir. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Thank you.
Well, that's just about it, Pradeep ji. Each time Nandakumar Pawar sahab comes up, he always reveals the extent to which we have allowed this city to degrade itself. We have degraded this city. I mean, this is terrible, absolutely terrible. और वो solution कितना simple है सर, सिर्फ नेट लगा दीजिए ना वहाँ पे, वो जो है नहीं जाएगी वहाँ पे प्लास्टिक वेस्ट. अब नेट कितने का आएगा? इनको कोई हाई टेक सोल्यूशन नया वाला लेके आना चाहिए था, कोई जो प्रोजेक्ट को 3,000 करोड़ 10,000 करोड़ का होता तो अभी पास भी हो जाता. I mean,
I mean,
This was like,
at least we have these lone warriors like Nandakumar Pawar and other, taking up issues, approaching the knocking the courts of justice.
and no other channel is taking it up. Pradeep
Yes,
ji. My point is, I search every other channel, and even though I'm proud to say that we are taking it up, but we are a very small channel. What about the rest of the guys? What are they doing? All the mainstream media channels run by huge corporate houses. Where will all this money go? ये इतना पैसा इनके पास आएगा, जो आ रहा है वो कहाँ जाएगा साहब? एक बार आपका शेयर खत्म हो गया, फिर आप क्या करेंगे?
It reflects on leadership, sincerity, and taking stands on important decisions for saving the environment. Till now, probably environment is not an issue. Though Prime Minister Modi has always been saying that we need to take care of our environment, save Mother Earth, save our ecology, but it's not trickling down to the lowest level.
सर भारत माता की जय कहना बिल्कुल ठीक है, लेकिन ये भी आपकी भारत माता है ना?
बिल्कुल.
जहाँ पर आप गंदगी फैला रहे हैं, कितना मलबा आप डाल रहे हैं. What did B.N. Kumar say yesterday? 30 million liters of untreated waste was going directly into the ocean. I mean, come on, what are we guys doing? But we assure you, as far as we are concerned, this channel will continue to take up these issues, will continue to fight for the environment of Mumbai, Thane, Navi Mumbai, rest of Maharashtra and India, and we shall continue to fight to save our city. I hope you will join us. I hope you will support us in this fight, because it's your fight, not just ours.
And the beach swim that you go to, be careful.
That's
not a right swim in the beach. You are destroying yourself.
You'll be swimming in the gutter. That's it. You'll be swimming in the sewer. Right, and before we go, I think we have some comments. There are 2 or 3 responses that have come. Let's take a look at them. In the meantime, you can please subscribe to the channel, like it, share it. That'll be very nice. Aap channel ko subscribe kare. I think we've got a few responses. Let's take a look at what people say. There it is. Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Right? Ali Darwala साहब जब पिछली बार आए थे तब. Pure jingoism. Sam JT9CF. He doesn't like Darwala साहब. चलिए साहब आगे. This was Nasser Hussain साहब. Congress very useless fellows, nothing done to poor, only interested in corruption. Rahul enjoying Modi ji thinning for nation. Thinning for nation. Everyone must understand and vote for BJP. That's what Satya Narayan Pola 607 says. He does not like the Congress or Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Again from Mr. Nasser Hussain. The same. ये तो वही है भाई. This is the same. And again, Mr. Ali, what nonsense BJP person is talking? Raj Munnu Swami 675, right? Thank you very much. Mr. Raj Munnu Swami, please do keep sending in your responses and we shall be more than glad to read them out right here. आप चैनल को लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, अगर आपका दिल करता हो. सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें and do support us in saving our city. Mumbai, Thane, Navi Mumbai, they need to be saved. And I'm really telling you, in another 10 years, they'll be unlivable otherwise. यहाँ पर कोई जी नहीं सकेगा. आपको अपना ऑक्सीजन टैंक अपने साथ लेके जाना पड़ेगा, आप जहाँ भी जाते हैं. याद रख लीजिए. क्या है प्रदीप जी, कोविड के दौरान जो 2 साल थे ना, at that time Mumbai's environment recovered, क्योंकि सब कुछ बंद था. हो सकता है कि एक बार फिर वैसे ही हर चीज के ऊपर बैन लगाना पड़े. लॉकडाउन होगा, फिर क्या करोगे? क्योंकि जो एयर क्वालिटी अभी है ना मुंबई की, very shortly it will become like a gas chamber.
It's already gas chamber. The morning walks are not a morning walks anymore. It's
morning
not
walk
safe.
is the worst for your health.
You get the most polluted, as they say. The most polluted is the morning walk.
That's right. Well, that's just about it from both Pradeep ji and myself and the rest of the Nation Now team. आप सब लोगों को दीपावली की बहुत 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 शुभकामनाएं सभी लोगों को. फिलहाल जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे मातरम.
Vande Mataram.